Hi, Gemini. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to your May 2025 reading. I am back. Thank you for all my supporters and subscribers who have stuck with me. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get started. I'm going to do past, present, future, and an overall card for the energy of the reading, and we will clarify. So let's get started. Gemini for the month of May 2025. Spirit, what do we have for Gemini for the month of 2025 for Gemini? We have the Four of Swords. A lot of the readings so far have spoken about growth, Three of Wands, and the Five of Cups. It's talked about personal balance, personal growth, emotional growth. So I'm wondering if the air signs, you're the first air sign I am reading for, if it's going to be the same, because for the water signs and earth signs, it was a lot of balance and growth emerging. So let's see what we have for your current position. Six of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Cups. What do we have in the future position for Gemini? What do we have in the future position for Gemini, Spirit, please and thank you? We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. And for the overall energy of the reading, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So not a bad spread from what I'm seeing here. So let's go to the past. I am going to be clarifying all of the cards. So in your past, we have the Four of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Five of Cups. I think here with this, I am getting the feeling there's some type of rest and reflection. Um, it's like, some of you could be like, have experienced some type of loss, right? Or disappointment. Some of you may even have guilt over how something ended, how it came to an end. All right. Let me start clarifying because I am getting a few things that this could be here, but let's and I just saw the Tower and the Strength card, so let's see. Why is the Four of Swords here? Why is the Four of Swords here for Gemini spirit for the month of May 2025? Ten of Wands. Yeah, I just said something having come to an end. Why is the Three of Wands here for Gemini spirit? Why is Three of Wands here? Oh, too many cards. And it's like some of these cards are thick, so it's take judgment. Yeah, making that decision. Awakening to something, discovering something here. Let's see, why is the Five of Cups here? Why is the Five of Cups here? Why is the Five of Cups? Why is the Five of Cups here? Okay, come on. We have the Temperance card. All right. And I said in the beginning, we've had with the water signs and the earth signs, speaking of balance and personal growth here. So, some of you may had something, clearly there's something that ended here, right? That was heavy. A heavy burden has been put down, per se. Some of you may have been working really, really hard and need some type of break. Um, and again, I just keep hearing rest and reflection, rest and reflection. Uh, and having to face some kind of burden here. And I do feel like there's a transformation in process with the Three of Wands and the Judgment card here. In this card, It looks like this is a desert, right? But when you look closer, there is a boat here. So a boat clearly travels over water. So there was some type of illusion here, or something perhaps you saw one way, but the situation was really something else. And a spirit has asked you to heed to the call, right? Are you going to awaken? This speaks of a rebirth of, coming out of one's shell is what I'm feeling, standing up for oneself in this situation, whatever the situation may be for you. And it's like you've came to some type of crossroad here and looking at something and needing to make a decision, right? It's like you came to a crossroad and a decision must be made. Um, But I do feel that there's progression here because this is a significant decision. When the judgment card comes out, it is a major arcana card, and any major arcana speaks of significance. You have the temperance card, and it speaks of balance and moderation. You have cups here, right? Which speaks of emotion. And I think that your emotions have really overwhelmed you, right? And that happens to all of us, but it's like spirit's trying to guide you in a way to say, look, I need you to do this in moderation. You can get through this, right? And how important it is to find balance and harmony in your life when you're faced with some type of disappointment and loss. And remembering that this is a temporary feeling. It's not going to last forever because there are better things coming your way. Um, there could also be a setback of some sort. But again, it's about maintaining that balance and the balance in moderation and being able to adjust to some type of transition, some type of adjustment through some type of difficult grief or loss, setback. You decide how it pertains to you because I'm reading collectively here. So I don't want to focus too much on the past. Let's go ahead and move forward in the current position, which is it is a really good row. You have the six, and I like seeing this. You're progressing, right? You're going from the five of cups to the six of cups, right? And all the four of cups is here. I don't feel like it's a setback here. I feel more it's like, in a sense, a little bit of reminiscing, but knowing there's something better ahead. Okay, so before I jump too far ahead, let's go ahead and let's see what's going on here. Why is the six of cups here? Why is the six of cups here? I also feel like you're learning who and when to give what to, like not over, you know, the nine of pentacles. Sorry, that was my phone. I thought it was on silent. The nine of pentacles here suggests that she keeps these pentacles to herself and she gives these three to others because she needs to conserve things for herself and not give all of her power away, all of her resources away. And I feel like you're learning that in some way, shape, or form. So let's keep going. Why is the six of cups here for Gemini? All right, you have the nine of wands. Why is the nine pentacles here? Why is, oh, Lord, y'all got a lot going on. Look, king of, oops, jeez. Hang on. Everything's just getting scattered, thrown around. Let's see. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles on top of Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Definitely conserve for yourself. Not be overgiving. I feel like putting up boundaries too. And learning to put up boundaries, know your own boundaries, know when to say no. It just, that I read intuitively, and that's what I'm getting. Why is the four of cups here for Gemini? One more shuffle. Okay. The Queen of Cups. A lot of, you got a lot of cup energy, which speaks of emotion, right? I think you are emotionally maturing as well because you have the Queen of Cups here and the King of Cups. I am getting like there something is comforting but challenging at the same time. It's like something you're facing, some situation here. It's like, but I also feel like again, I'm getting that setback energy, that challenge, like something is challenging but yet comforting as well. Huh. Something could have also been, yeah, I'm getting like very exhausting. This definitely could be a relationship for some of you, but some of you, it could be something with family, a job. Again, take it as it resonates because I'm not going to assume, being that I'm reading from multiple people. But I feel like it's also very challenging for you to be able to know how much to give and when to give because you're used to giving everyone else and everything else all of your energy, right? And that's not fair to you. And you're drained as a result. And you're trying to learn and teach yourself, like, I can't keep going back to this place when I'm coming and I'm looking this way. It is telling me you are trying to find that emotional balance to learn what to give to people, what to take, what to expect in return. That Six of Pentacles feeling of give and take and that balance as well, because the King of Cups speaks of, emotional balance, being that everything around him is turbulent in the seas, right? But yet he is remaining consistent and is stay in balance, right? And cups speak of emotion. So I really feel also that it could just be very challenging for you, right? But I feel like you need that mental stability. You need that stronger foundation for yourself here. I also feel like some of you need to hear, like, you can do this on your own. You don't need another person to be able to stand on your own. Like, you need to be independent and set boundaries. You do have the resilience, the determination in the face of any type of adversity of whatever this is that's going on. So, if we talk about the Four of Cups and the Queen of Cups, both cup cards, right? Speaking of emotion, there is a sense of feeling like unfulfilled, emotionally disconnected, even. Hmm. And I also believe that this could be a reminder, right? That you have to take action. You can't just sit here in this feeling. You have to take some type of action. There is a period here with introspection, right? With the Queen of Cups. And perhaps even meditation can help you at this time. YouTube has a lot of videos on meditation, both guided and just listening to music at different frequencies. But know, like, you are supported. Like, that you are being supported from spirit here. But there's something with self reflection and knowing what you deserve and you are deserving. And some of you definitely need to go within your intuition here. So, in your future positions, you have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have the King of Cups. I do feel there's something here with family tradition and values that you were really honing in on stability and hard work. and some type of discipline here. But also be empathetic and compassionate with yourself. Like, I feel like transformation's on the way. It just may take a little bit longer than what you expect. It's coming. It's going to happen, especially with, your overall energy of the reading of the 8 of Pentacles. It's like keep your head down, focus. You have the 8, the 9, the 10. Like you're getting there. You're going to get there. Patience is required, and I can hear it now. I've been patient enough, right? I feel you. But just hang in there. You got this. You can do this. So let's keep going. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here for Gemini? Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? One more shuffle. You have the 4 of Cups again. You have some repeat cards here. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? I said it. Now that's good though. It's progression. 4, 5. Let's see. Let's see. Why is the King of Cups here? And it's okay. Like I feel like there's some setbacks here. Like you get moving and then there's a setback. Or again, when people say, "Oh, it's all in divine timing," I know how frustrating that can sound and irritating at times. It is a true statement, and when you're going through it, it's really the last thing you want to hear. But after you come out of it, like it is true. But I do feel like you've gone through a lot here, and it is going to get it will it's on its way. I keep hearing it's slow, but it's on its way. Look, there we go. King of Wands, the builder, the leader. So, all right. Let's talk about the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. It does speak of reevaluating things, that introspection I'm getting again. It's just, I feel like it's just been in your face, but I also do feel like be grateful for what you have now. And sometimes that's hard, but in order to have success, in order to get more things, you do have to be grateful for the things you have now without taking anything for granted, right? Because what you have today could be gone tomorrow. Um, but it's like there's an unsatisfaction here with this. But I feel like, count the blessings you have. Yes, you want this Ace of Cups, but you have to be thankful for what you have now. Like that is a huge message. And that's not a dig. That is not knocking you, Gemini. Sometimes in life we go through every day not realizing, you know what? A lot of people don't have a vehicle. A lot of people don't have a warm bed to sleep in, right? Food on the table. Like, so everything we need to be thankful for. With the Knight of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups, I do feel like this discontentment is steering you into a new direction. And what I like is the Knight of Pentacles is going through some type of transformation. Knights are always going through some type of transformation. But the Knight and the King of Cups are both looking this way. They're not looking back here. So although you may still have some feelings a little bit from the past or thinking about things, you are being guided and steered into a new direction. Um, it's just I'm still feeling that sense of loss and disappointment. Maybe like something's not happening as fast as as you want it to happen. But you do have time, and things are going to start moving up. Just remain committed. You have got to remain committed and not allow your emotions to get the best of you. And sometimes that is really flipping hard. And I'm speaking from experience, right? I do love the King of Wands and the King of Cups because ultimately I do feel you're going to have like a huge balance of power, King of Wands, and emotion, King of Cups. It's going to be fulfilling. Like things are going to free up in some way, shape, or form. I'm trying to see how I can how I can put this. It's, you know, it's a unique situation is what I'm hearing. But have compassion toward yourself. Continue to build, but remain and have compassion for yourself and not give up. You know, it's like you need to embody passion as well as some type of resourcefulness with these pentacles here. And you'll know what that represents, right? If this is regarding a new relationship coming in, I am going to say this is a good mix, a good balance of, attraction, chemistry, and emotion. And I'm just going to leave that there. All right, let's see why the Eight of Pentacles is here for you, Gemini. Death. Yeah, you're going through a transformation, right? And transformations are painful. They are not meant to be easy, right? Just like the caterpillar transforms into the butterfly. You go from something not attractive to something very beautiful and something that can turn into something that flies, right? And can see the big picture from the sky, right? It can see things versus being stagnant on the ground. But it's very painful. There is a transformation on the horizon, but it's going to require the dedication and hard work. And I feel like some days you're going to feel like giving up, like just saying, this is too much for me. You've got to keep going, and some of it could be you getting over a past relationship, something that has made it's just too overwhelming. Like I was saying over here, we were talking about how the feeling of I keep wanting to say CNC because I knew it was two words. It's challenging and comforting. Thank you, Spirit. Right, but it's more challenging than it is comforting, right? It's just too much. It's a heavy burden to bear is what I'm getting. So don't give up. Don't tend to look back. Um, there's something that I just wanted to say and I forgot. Give me just a second. You're gonna see, I do feel like you're gonna see, how can I say this? You're going to start seeing the results of your hard work, your efforts, the commitment, you know, just keep putting in the effort. Make sure, like, I feel like you have got to be very detailed with something. It is important for me to say, be very detailed and continue putting in the effort. And there has to be some type of intense focus here in order for something to come to an end, for this transformation, this transition to take place. So I hope this reading has helped. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Keep standing in your power, and I'll see you soon. Bye.